Hey, what's up? Serpentine here, taking a look at the co-op horror game Alone in the Dark Illumination, developed by Pure FPS, who are also the developers behind Nether. Illumination, as the title suggests, has a heavy focus on lighting mechanics, with the enemies in the game being completely invulnerable while in the dark. Most of the time you'll be playing in the dark as well, whether it be nighttime or you're just being underground. Your best friend in the game will be sources of light. This can be anything from light posts to fire barrels, and once an enemy enters the light, they will become weakened, shown to you via their skin burning. The flashlight on your guns, however, don't seem to be the same kind of light, and is purely just for seeing with, so you can't just shine it in the enemy's face and start unloading. There is a form of weaponized light though that you can carry around that's in the form of a flamethrower, which is fairly powerful at clearing out hordes of darkness monsters with just short bursts dealing a bunch of damage. As for other weapons in the game, there are 4 weapon slots available, 2 of which are locked down, at least for the short beta phase. The first 2, however, hold your primary and secondary weapon, and for the Hunter class, this included a modified AK-47 and dual pistols. I imagine the other 2 weapons will be class specific as well, with what seems to be no pickup weapons available in the game. The only pickups currently available are health and ammo pickups, which are in abundance while playing single player, but I can imagine they will become scarce when playing in a 4-man co-op team. The game moves through the story via rather small levels that have you and your team working together to complete set objectives. These objectives seem to be primarily fetch style quests, like go collect 3 sticks of dynamite to blow up some rubble, or collect some batteries to get an elevator working again. The actual maps are all kind of maze-like, with multiple ways to get to your objective. However, some paths may have locked doors or gates blocking your way. Each time you replay a level, the gates and doors that are locked will alternate, opening up different paths and locking access to others. Some paths are more advantageous than others, however, with some containing a bunch of health and ammo pickups compared to other paths that are almost completely void of them and require you to go searching. I do feel that the game could benefit from some more puzzle solving elements that have your team exploring the environment more instead of just the current go-to highlighted object gameplay that is available. The enemies of the game are darkness-dwelling monsters that spawn randomly in dark places. There are a few variations between them as well, from basic melee attackers to exploders, acid spitters, runners, and tanks. A majority of them have humanoid appearances that are actually quite similar to Pure FPS's last title, Nether. However, they aren't nearly as scary or as threatening as the enemies in Nether, with it being quite easy just to run past them. The ambient sounds for these monsters, however, always have you looking behind you to see if any of them have caught up to you, something that could easily be made scarier by having time-consuming objectives where your attention is focused on something in front of you. This would also add some more variation into the current gameplay as well. Illumination does still have a ways to go in development, with some of the finer things still missing, like proper animations and the ability to play all of the classes. There are some signs of other features in the game as well, with a character leveling system currently available, although the leveling doesn't really do anything at the moment. It also looks like flares and grenades will be added to the game at a later date, with icons for both found at the bottom of your screen. There are stats currently implemented in the game, however, showing you how much damage you dealt and how many monsters you killed, which I imagine will be comparable to your teammates' stats at the end of the game to see who performed better. Alone in the Dark Illumination has only shown a small piece of what will be available in the full game. With more variations in level objectives, enemies, weapons, and the introduction of co-op, this game looks like it could get very interesting. Currently though, the game does feel a little bland, with mainly fetch quests and monsters that need some work in the scary department. Anyway, that's been my player preview for Alone in the Dark Illumination. The game will be releasing early sometime this year. If you want to find out more about the game, check out the links below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.